Hello everyone, we are following the vetting of Railways Minister Designate John Peter Amewu. We will take you back to Parliament's Appointments Committee once they return from that short break. But I want to bring you some stories tonight on Business Live. The Securities and Exchange Commission is warning the public against dealing with a Finland-based company, WiseLink Online Investment. According to the capital market regulator, the firm is not licensed and its operations can be likened to a Ponzi scheme. It is therefore advising the public to first check from its website firms licensed by the regulator before going ahead to do so, to do business with them. Paul Abebio is Deputy Director General of the Securities and Exchange Commission. Well, we'll bring you that clip from Paul Abebio, but let's turn to trade issues. The Canadian High Commissioner to Ghana, Kadi Saba, says Canada will take advantage of economic opportunities in Ghana whilst helping Canadian investors create linkages they need to succeed here. According to her, infrastructure, clean technology, agriculture and education are the main investment priority of Canada. With a 3.5 trillion Canadian dollar turnover, prospects for the African Continental Free Trade Agreement looks attractive to countries like Canada. Kadi Saba says Canada is providing support to the Secretariat through funding from the United Nations Economic Commission for Africa.
A significant growth in trade with Ghana, which is now our fourth largest partner in terms of sub-Saharan Africa for trade and exports from Canada. So we want to build on those successes. We also see that there are lots of opportunities. So we want to find new opportunities and use the Trade Commissioner Service based at the High Commission here in Accra to look for those opportunities and to help put companies from Canada in touch with local partners. So we see opportunities, for example, in the areas of infrastructure, in clean technology, in agriculture and agri-processing and so on. And so we'll be looking for education as well. So we'll be looking for opportunities to match Canadian companies with potential interests here. And then thirdly, we're going to rely on partnerships that we already have in place.
That's great.
So we have the Canada Chamber of Commerce that's based here in Accra and with whom I had the pleasure of meeting recently. We have a Canada-Africa Chamber of Business based in Canada, which is also an important partner. And then there's an alumni group of Ghanaians who have studied at Canadian universities, which is also a great way for us to put in place some of those people-to-people links that will help to encourage new trade and new investments. So I think with those three elements, we have a good strategy.
That's great. But let's also touch on the continental free trade, because trade, the single African market, so important. We're looking at excess of $3.4 trillion annually. How is Canada positioning itself to ensure that investment within Ghana, Canada, under the single market is futile?
So first, let me say that I think the establishment of the African Continental Free Trade Area is a huge success, and I congratulate all of the countries that participated, including Ghana and other African member states. I think also Ghana deserves a lot of praise for having offered to host the Secretariat, and I think that will make sure that Accra remains on the map of how this free trade area goes forward. So we are providing support to the Secretariat directly through funding that we are providing to the United Nations Economic Commission for Africa, UNECA, and we're looking for new ways to also support the Secretariat. And I have to say, as a country that relies very much on trade, and as a member of what used to be NAFTA, the North American Free Trade Agreement, and is now the Canada-United States-Mexico Agreement, we fully recognize that a trade arrangement like this is so important to allow for the free flow of goods and services. And for example, for those people who choose to invest in a country like Canada, which is relatively small with a population of just under 38 million, that actually gives access to a market of 500 million people by including the US and Mexico. So we see the same opportunities here with the African CFTA. I recognize that this is intended to be a free trade arrangement for the members, the sub-Saharan or the African countries that are members. At the same time, I also think that it offers opportunities for countries like Canada.
All right, so I want to take you back to an earlier story about the Securities and Exchange Commission warning the public against dealing with Finland-based company Wiseling Online Investment. Here's Deputy Director General of SEC, Paul Abebiu, speaking about this.
The Commission is mandated under the Securities Industry Act 2016, Act 929, to regulate and promote the growth and development of an efficient, fair, and transparent securities market in which investors and the integrity of the market are protected. As part of our mandate, we issue public notices to warn the investing public when matters of interest come to our attention. One of such matters that has arisen is the growth of Wiseling Investments Company Limited. From our views and our initial information provided, we decided to warn the public about this entity because it is not registered with the SEC, neither have we seen its registration documents with the company's register in Ghana. We are of the view that the scheme operates as a Ponzi scheme, giving very high returns, and have therefore issued a warning to the public to be careful of approaching such an investment scheme to dedicate their funds to such entities. After this warning, we have subsequently written to law enforcement agencies as well, bringing their attention to the existence of this entity and the risk it poses to the investing public. For more information on entities that are regulated by the SEC, you can visit our website at www.sec.gov.gh, or you can call us on 0800 100 065. The number again is 0800 100 065.
Now, President of the Ghana Institute of Engineering, Leslie Alex Aye, has opposed government's partnership with Egypt Air for a national carrier. Egypt Air is reported to have been chosen as the preferred partner in the establishment of a new home-based carrier for the country. Joy Business gathers the aviation ministry settled on the Cairo-based airline after an extensive scrutiny by the committee put together by government to search for a strategic partner. Speaking to Joy Business, engineer Leslie Alex Aye warned of conflict of interest on the part of Egypt Air in this agreement.
Say that if you're going into partnership, you don't go into partnership with your rival. You know, we can't have investors. And I think that investors, they don't need to. The government really knows why it's talking to Egypt, etc. But I'd rather that we didn't talk to Egypt Air and have some investors, you know, so we can build. Because when decisions have to be made in the long run, especially when it comes to the hub, they would want it there in their country. And that way, it could affect your intentions. Yes.
So matters of conflict of interest could
exactly.
arise.
You know, so we need to be able to look bring in the private sector, and that they'll be able to, because then it will be our dream, it will be our vision, and the decisions to do A, B, C will be based on what we think. And now they would also want to look into their interests. You see, that becomes a bit dicey. So I would prefer that we invited business people rather than a carrier. I think we have to provide an enabling environment for a carrier like Africa World Airlines. I mean, we need to talk to them and see what the vision is. And they need to open up and have many more people invest, because Africa, they're doing very well along the West Coast. I mean, I know some people prefer Africa World to other airlines. I mean, we need to encourage them. And we have the routes, you know, we need to encourage them to build up the routes. They can do the distribution, you know, along the West Coast for other people. I think we need to do that.
So you feel Africa World Airlines could be the best that we could opt for as a domestic